All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today, I'm sure yesterday you probably saw this video here of Ivan Provorov skating in the reverse retro jersey for the Flyers this upcoming season. And essentially, I was thinking to myself, what can I kind of make out of this video here? And I was like, you know what? Let me do a video talking about some of my favorite Flyers jerseys. From literally when the Flyers started until now, and just overall, what are some of my favorite Flyers jerseys of all time? I have a couple. I have a top five, and then I also have an honorable mention or two here, just for these jerseys. And overall, I think a lot of these, some will agree with, some probably won't. But again, I feel like for the most part, the Flyers kind of really never had like a crazy jersey. I mean, they've always had the same kind of style with it. There's been different makeups of it. I mean, for the longest time, from really 67 to pretty much 81, excuse me, they pretty much had like the same jersey. It just kept getting modified. And then in 81, 82, they broke out the pants. Then the league banned them in 83, 84, so they had to go back to the socks. And then from 84 to 97, pretty much had the same jersey for a while. And then really from 97 until now, they've had a bunch of different variations of certain jerseys. But overall, these are just some of my top five. So at number five, my number five is the 2019 Stadium Series jersey. I personally love the Stadium Series jersey. I think it's great. I think that they really hit off well with this. And I think the reason why I like it so much is because there's no white in the jersey. There's no white in the Flyers or Pittsburgh's. I love the helmets. I love how the colors came out. I thought it looked a lot better on the ice. And I feel like, again, it was a great game for the Flyers. They ended up winning in overtime with the 3-1 comeback and the Giroux overtime winner. But overall, I really did like the jersey. I thought it meshed well. I liked Pittsburgh's too, to be honest with you. It wasn't too bad. I feel like it was a little weird just because the way that I think the helmet bad. I feel like it was a little weird just because the way that I think the helmet kind of threw me off with Pittsburgh a little bit, but I mean, I guess you could say the same thing about the Flyers. But again, I did like the Flyers jersey for this one, and this one is at my number five. My number four is the 2020-21 reverse retro jersey. I love the reverse retro. I know I'm one of the probably few that love it. As I said, I've already ordered the Carter Hart T-shirt of it. I already had that's coming soon. Bring me that one. But overall, I really do like the reverse retro jersey. I know I talked about it, as I said, the video now with the socks and everything. And we also saw it in NHL 21. Overall, I like it. I think it's a really nice jersey. I'm curious to see how many times they'll wear it this season because, again, since last night's update, they're looking at January 13th with a 56-game season. All the financial stuff is pretty much already done. So essentially, they just have to do the scheduling. You know, how do they do the games? Can they play in home arenas? Can they have fans? All that stuff. So again, still some hurdles, but again, some very good news coming last night as well. So number three here, I actually have the 2008 to 2010 road jersey. And I think the main reason I have this is because it reminds me of when I started to watch the Flyers. And I know I started watching the Flyers in 2012-13, but from previous times when I would watch the Flyers and when I would see highlights, I would always see this jersey. I mean, from the 2010 Cup run, for example, always saw this jersey. I know this was the last year they had this jersey in 2010, and then they ended up going from pretty much the Winter Classic jersey that year, ended up becoming the road jersey, and then they ended up having the home jersey that was introduced that year as well. In 2010, they had that as well as their home jersey. So really, from 10 to 14, they just had the home and the away. That was it. But overall, I loved this away jersey. There was so much that reminded me of it. It always, whenever I see it, it reminds me of the Simone Gagne game-winning goal versus Boston in Game 7. There's a lot with this jersey. It really reminds me of just pretty much that whole 2010 Cup run when they played versus New Jersey. They ended up coming back versus Boston, as I said. Then they beat Montreal, and then the Cup final versus Chicago. But again, I love how the colors mesh on it, to be honest with you. I've always tried to remake this jersey in NHL when I've done like a franchise mode or like an EASHL team, and I can't quite get it, but I think I've come close a handful of times. But again, I love this jersey. My number two is the 2012 and then the 2014 to 2016 alternate jersey for the Flyers, which was pretty much the Winter Classic jersey. So again, the Winter Classic jersey in 2012, absolutely loved it. I love the colors. I love the beige. The black is so nice. I loved it. It was such a nice jersey. As I said, the colors really meshed well, and I think they really hit with that one. I think that's one of the best Flyers jerseys in probably their history, to be honest with you. And then again, the 2014 to 16. That was also the time that I had the partial season tickets. I had it in the 14-15 season. So that was pretty much the new alternate at that time. And the Flyers, they wore it a lot. For the most games that I had, it was the weekend plan. So when I would go, they pretty much wore that jersey because they wore it a lot when they were on national television and on Saturday night games. So that was pretty much why I loved it, because I saw it so much. I feel like they won a lot with it too. But overall, I loved it. Really the only difference with the with just the Winter Classic and then the alternate here is that just the patch was taken off. That's it. But again, the Flyers did wear that jersey a couple times that year, and I know they wore it a few times versus the Rangers. Obviously, the Winter Classic game, and then they wore it, I believe, at home versus the Rangers as well. But again, overall, I think this is one of the best Flyers jerseys, honestly, of all time. I will argue that. But and my number one here is actually from 1997 to 2001, the orange, the black, and the white jersey from this time. So it was essentially from 84 to 97, the Flyers just had the orange and the white. That was pretty much it. In 97 to 2001, they introduced the black. That was pretty much what they would wear as their alternate. So they had the black alternate jersey. And again, I remember this from just everything with Lindros, that era when they went to the Stanley Cup Finals versus Detroit. And just so much with this jersey. I feel like this could be honestly everybody's like number one. I know everybody loves the black jersey. They want them to bring back the black jersey. And I think that's why I like the reverse retro so much, because again, it's just the swap in colors. And I've always liked the way that jersey is, with the line up here going down and then the cuts in the middle and everything, with the, just with the line across going here and things like that. But overall, I love this jersey. I love all three of them. I have the Sinisalo one, which is a little bit different from this one. But overall, as I said, it's essentially the same jersey. It's just they brought in the black one from 97 to 2001. But overall, I guess really some honorable mentions. I also do love the 3D logo jersey from 2002 to 2007. That's one of my favorites of all time. I know many people don't like it. I like it because it's so ugly, to be honest with you. Because I just feel like I like the orange on it. I've been trying to get my hands on one for a while, and I can't. So that kind of does stink, because I feel like they range in price so much. I mean, you can find one for cheap, you can find one for a lot of money. But overall, I feel like this is a pretty good list of just some of my favorite jerseys. Again, it is all opinion based. And again, I'm not going to sit here and attack somebody for a certain jersey, but overall, I think these are my top 5. Let me know what you guys think on my list. What would you change? What jersey would you throw in here? And is there anything that maybe you like? And I want to get your thoughts on this if you've listened this far. Did you like the 2016-17 50th anniversary jersey with the gold around the logo and the numbers and things like that? I personally didn't. But I just want to hear your thoughts. Did you like that jersey? Yes or no? If you did listen this far, put that down in the comments below. But again, guys, please remember, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. And seriously, me and Amadeo can't thank you guys enough for everything we do. We now do have the merchandise store. You can really check that out. That's on my Instagram. It's in my link there. It's also on my YouTube page. You can check that out. The link will just take you right there. But again, seriously, we really do appreciate the support. We cannot be anywhere we are today without you guys listening. So again, we really do appreciate it. I know it sounds so cliche and you hear it all the time, but seriously, we cannot thank you from the bottom of our hearts. And again, overall, remember guys, podcast articles, those links are on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.